Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Awesome that you're here. Honestly, it is. My channel is growing massively. My figures are just immense, and that's because of you guys, and I'm hoping to give you some outstanding value today. Should you invest in Bitcoin? Why should you and why should you not? If you're new to the space, or you're quite, you're on the fence and you're thinking, I want to buy Bitcoin, but I don't understand what it is or how to use it, I will teach you in this lesson. I will teach you a lot of things in terms of why you should not, because there's certain elements that you should not be doing in cryptocurrency, and there's certain elements that you should be doing, and one of them is research. So please do hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button if you want to learn new cryptocurrency content every single day. I will give you that. I will give you it every day. There's a different type of video, so you will learn a lot. Mondays is about mentoring. I want to be able to teach you guys something new. And if you're even experienced in the space, you may get a few little nods from this in terms of what not to do and what to look for. Or if you're looking at guiding other people, what to say. Because people are very misguided, and we know it's going to happen. Touch wood, we're going to hit a very high number in the next 5 to 10 years with Bitcoin, and that will increase a lot of people coming into the space. And you've got to be able to make sure that you know, as an advisor, or if you're an enthusiast in the space, not to teach them the wrong thing, because it could really hurt you. So one thing I want to say though, I'm not a financial advisor in any way, so in terms of what I say, do not act upon it, but please do take on board what I'm saying. Please understand the risk with what I'm about to say, and also do your research. So I'll see you very soon. Hit that subscribe button. Right, so let's start. What we're going to talk about: why should you invest in Bitcoin, or why should you not? So the title's pretty easy. Should you invest in Bitcoin? Now, a lot of people will be quite experienced in this and know what Bitcoin is, but I want to go over the things that people overlook with what cryptocurrency really is. It is obviously internet magic money, as I like to describe it. It's awesome. It's a cool thing. You can kind of, you can send money around without having to pay extortionate fees. I was really surprised a couple of months back when I had to withdraw some money in a different country, and it was like, how much? One of those things, it just happens. You're kind of taken aback by what it is, and in your own country, you're kind of lucky. You got your cards and stuff, and it works flawlessly. But when you go elsewhere and you want to do something, it becomes a bit more challenging. So Bitcoin's that thing. Also, transparency. Now, if you're unaware of what Bitcoin is, it is not the money for criminals. The common rumor is, oh, criminals use it. It's not the case. It really isn't, because the transparency is massive on it. The blockchain goes all the way back to the Genesis block, and that effectively has every single transaction on there, obviously on the public chain. Most criminals are pretty retarded anyways, and what they tend to do is they tend to scam people. They then go and put it on a centralized exchange, and they've got their passport information on there because they're verified for withdrawals, and it goes right to their address. Bit silly, isn't it? Really stupid. So just be mindful of what you're doing and what you listen to on cryptocurrency kind of information, or what people say on Quora. I'm going to talk about Quora because it's a piece of poo. Reason why people have some really odd opinions about cryptocurrency. It's an uneducated experience, essentially. When someone's slating something when they've got no information, when they mention the word, oh, it's a criminal asset. It's not. A criminal asset is not on a blockchain because it's proofed. It's got all the information there to see. No criminal's going to use that. So when you go on Google, the first thing that most people do is, what is Bitcoin? My friend at work told me about Bitcoin. Then you go home and you go, oh, what is Bitcoin? You get all kinds of information. Now, a lot of these videos here are quite good. This one's very good. It's been on the internet for a long time now. It's like 9 million views. That one's very good. It's an Indian-based exchange kind of information video. It's really easy, but you need to look around and have a little look at what the information says. But the best place to go is bitcoin.org, and if you want to get further information about what Bitcoin is, this is probably one of the greatest places to be. Whether or not you like Bitcoin or not, you want to get to know what digital currencies are, obviously. So it teaches you basics of obviously what it is, what blockchains, transactions, the private keys, the process of it with mining, and all that kind of funky stuff. Now, I'm not going to go too much into that because that's kind of just not really the point. The point of this video is mainly to kind of show you that you need to be aware of certain things when you are going to invest or when you're not going to invest, i.e. security, where to buy it, and ultimately the main thing on how on earth you're going to avoid those scammers, because they're arseholes, basically. So, we all know how Bitcoin works, what it is, all that kind of cool stuff. Now, the biggest fundamentals of Bitcoin is trust, transparency, and the obvious blockchain, less fees, all that kind of good stuff. Now, the next thing that people tend to go on is Bitcoin a scam? Obvious, isn't it? Like, what is it? I don't quite get it. Now, depending on who you listen to, what you read, and all kind of good stuff, it comes down to knowledge. If people are saying certain things, we've already heard the buzzwords, criminality, drugs, Silk Road, all that kind of stuff in the past, they're probably quite uneducated. Now, there's some really good articles here again on this website here again, bitcoin.com, how to avoid Bitcoin fraud. There's a lot of fake exchanges, there's a lot of certain things. Now, the one thing that you need to do, and top tip, is always check the URL. When you're going on the likes of Binance or Coinbase, always check the URL. Also, check the emails. If you get a random email from Coinbase saying, oh, you've just been deposited so much in your account, that's a bit odd. You will always check the email. So all you do is you open up your email, you click on who they send it by, because anyone can change the name. They can make it Coinbase, but it's probably a Google Mail. You know, one of those things, it's obvious. You got fake Bitcoin wallets, you got fake phishing scams I just mentioned in terms of like email phishing, links, all that kind of cool stuff. You've got to be really, really mindful of what you're looking at. Then you've got Ponzi scams. Ponzi scams are horrendous. How do they work? Basically, you're paying a membership fee, you're paying for people's investments before your own. So it just goes up the chain like that. There's loads of them around there, and I'm going to go through a few of them in a minute. But also, cloud mining's a bit scammy. It's not 100% scammy, but it isn't 100%. They use certain money to kind of pay for profit, not all through mining. So there's a lot of things to be mindful of when you're looking at, oh, should I invest? Now, I'm probably going to put a few people off, but you need to understand what the risks are. If you start going down the path of the gravy train and trying to get more profit by not trading, you're going to find yourself getting scammed, because Instagram's another good place as well. All these cash flows and all these kind of, oh, I'll trade for you. You're going to lose your money. If you depart any of your money to another person, you are not insured. Same with an exchange, you are not insured. Apart from Coinbase, Coinbase has insurance as the one that I mainly use in terms of buying. If I want to buy a big amount, I go to Coinbase because I know it's insured. However, if you're going to leave a lot of money on an exchange, it isn't yours technically. It's theirs. So even though you got private keys in terms of your own wallet, you don't have a private key for that wallet. Okay, you have username and password to get in and get out, but if that exchange goes bust, you are snookered. And we've all heard what happened with Mt. Gox. Now let's look at Cora. Why? If you look at these related questions here, you've got all kinds of like, ooh, panicky questions. What will make Bitcoin collapse? Is one. Okay. Will Bitcoin crash again? This is all like kind of market psychology as well. How Bitcoin goes up and how it goes down. A lot of people ask the same questions. People, when it's low, do not invest. The people who are brave invest. The people who know how fear and greed work and how the markets work, they buy low and sell high. When people are panicking, they buy high and they sell low because they've completely ballsed it up. So if you're looking at investing, you've got to buy when the prices are low. Now Bitcoin, 5,200 at the moment. Yeah, it was 3,300 a couple of months back. Very, very low. But also 2 years before that, it was like $900. You know, swings and roundabouts. But also, in January 2018, it was 16 grand. You know, from 20 grand coming down. And people were still buying the dips then. When in reality, they should have just left it the hell alone and just waited for the whole thing to settle over. Have a pint of Winchester, for example. Now, you got loads of stuff here. All these questions are interesting. The best place to be is Quora to read. Now, when I say read, do not take it as a fact. It is opinion. Like my videos, they are opinions, okay? Now, you got all these cool things. You got, obviously, I don't think Bitcoin will ever die because I think it's awesome. But that's just my personal opinion. Other people go, oh, it's going to crash. It's not going to have a real use case. It's not going to overtake real money. But it might. You've got to go. You've got to invest correctly. How do you invest correctly? You don't risk what you can't afford. You invest in a safe manner on a proper exchange, and you invest in yourself as education. I'm going to talk about that very, very important fact in a minute. But investing in yourself in terms of security And education is the key for success here in any asset class that you invest in, whether you're in the foreign exchange, whether you are in the stock market, or cryptocurrency. It's simple as that, and that is what you need to govern this video on. How much am I willing to put into myself first before that? Because you should not be investing in cryptocurrency before you've learned what to do. You need to learn the basics of the market. You need to learn how to do it in terms of where you're going to put your money correctly and understand that you own that asset. And number 3, you need to invest in yourself for security reasons, because I've got ledgers, I've got 2, I've got other wallets all over the place in other blockchains. I do not take my security like with a blind eye. I really do focus on it because it's vastly important. I do not show any of my wealth anywhere. I'm pretty boring. I'll be honest with you. I don't flash the cars, but I've seen people hacked because they're flashing stuff. I'd rather get robbed in certain places. It happens, trust me. Because what is this space? It's decentralized, it's unregulated, you've got nothing to stand on. The bank won't refund you. It just doesn't work like that. So, when you look at Quora, look at certain elements of what the answers are. Some people are very, very pro Bitcoin. Some people are very negative. There's always those people that will go, aha, the bubble's popped, it's over. Scammers have gone, bye-bye. But you've also got the people going, well, actually, no, this is just the market psychology. This is how the market cycles work. Understand them. Buy low, sell high. It's simple. Understanding and knowledge is key. So, in terms of what you need to get out of this video, you need to do 3 things. Invest in yourself. Learn a lot, and be wary of scammers. Now, I want to just put up a new link here, and I'm going to put in Cloud Token Wallet. Now, this is just one that goes on top of my head. If you put in Cloud Token Wallet or Plus Token Wallet, these are wallets that are scams, right? Why are they scams? Because what they do is they tell you that you will grow your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrency holdings by holding it in this wallet. You do not hold any of the keys. They trade for you, and they get you about 10 to 15% per month ROI. It's fake, honestly, because if these guys just disappear because you need to pay a membership to get involved in these, classic Ponzi scheme, you will effectively lose all your income. If you put a lot of money in that, you'll have issues. Now, not to go back in time too much, but BitConnect, if you put in that, BitConnect was the exact same thing. You put money in, it grew by 1% per day. You've also got USI Tech. Now, if you put all these in, and you'll figure out what's what. You'll know by knowledge and information of other people what not to do. What not to do is to put your money into other people's wallets for it to grow for you, because it doesn't happen. Trust me, it really doesn't. Now, lastly, education is the most important thing. Now, if you check the pinned comment, I've got a Telegram group. It's free to go into. There's about 425 people in there. They are all helpful. You could get paid free crypto for being nice in there by me, because I'm awesome. So if you join, you'll get some free crypto for free, and it's a good token as well. However, if you go on cryptomob.uk, there'll be a link below. This is my company, right? What we are doing is educating people on a blanket level across the UK. To start off with, is a franchise model. First club is in Carlisle. We've got Nottingham. We've got Medway in Kent. It's going to be even bigger than that. This is the video in the background there is from our London meetup. Now, we've had reviews. We've got 4.95. You know, this is legitimate. This is an opportunity for you to just learn. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to invest in all the coins in the world, because we don't teach you how to invest in coins. We teach you what to do yourself. I do not want to be the sort of person where I've got to hold your hand. I'm the person where, you know, it's the whole saying of, why give a man a fish when you can teach him how to fish? You know, that sort of stuff. I can't even speak. So when you're looking at this, just look at what the proposition is. Education is power. It really is. Knowledge is power, whatever you want to call it. It's the fundamentals of success. You do not anything in life. Think about it. If you can draw, you become an artist. But how did you learn to draw? You weren't naturally gifted. You just did it when you were young. You just carried on doing it. Same with gymnastics. They did it at 4 years old. Footballers. It doesn't just happen. You don't just wake up one day and you're a master trader or you're a master investor. It takes time. Error, management of your assets and time and education, seminars, all that kind of stuff. It really does help. So if you're thinking, should I buy Bitcoin? The first thing you need to do before you do anything is buy yourself. Buy knowledge for yourself. And then you go and buy Bitcoin, you go and buy cryptocurrency, Ethereum, XRP, whatever the hell you want. But as long as you can manage it, because what the common phrases are, oh, I bought this, it was doing really well, it was up 100%, and then it died. What? Yeah, I don't know. It just died. Well, why did you not take profits? Well, I thought it was going to go to the moon because some YouTuber told me it's going to keep going up. Why are you listening to a YouTuber? Because I wanted to. That's kind of the conversation that happens. It happens all the time. There's lots of YouTubers out there who will teach you about coins, but what they're not telling you is that they're getting paid for it. What I mean by that is they are doing a sponsored review by this company who are promoting a coin. They send it out to their 150 plus subscribers, and they were like, yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to go to $3 or $4, $5. It'll go up like 25%, 35%, whatever in the next couple of weeks, and then they'll just they'll dump it on you, and that's what happens. And all these new people are holding big Tesco bags of coins that are now worthless. So you need to know all this stuff. So if you're looking at getting involved in cryptocurrency, do it, but learn first. If you're looking at involving yourself in a legitimate company and learning properly with correct mentors, i.e. me and Lee and Mark, join the Telegram groups. Just say hello. Just come and say hello. Ask some questions. It's completely free. It's an open forum. It's Telegram. It's awesome, and all the other community members will help you out as well. So don't forget to subscribe. I know I've warbled on a bit. It's been a tough Monday, but hey ho, off to the garden we go.